everyone. I just thought I'd stop in and tell you about a new project I've been working on with Barb from joggles.com. Earlier this year, I had asked Barb about creating a journal to replace making the board books from kids' board books. That's what these are here. I love doing this because it's a really hard surface and you can kind of throw it in your bag and take it with you anywhere. And I doodle on all of my gel prints in here. I use all types of markers and paint pens and stuff like that. And I enjoy having a harder surface as opposed to a regular journal page because I have a super heavy hand, as well as I like to collage my gel prints into the books. So instead of doing all of the prep work that is involved in turning one of these books into these books, I asked Barb, was it possible to make a journal out of chipboard? And this is what we came up with. So these are chipboard pages, and they're great for any kind of collage you want to do. Here is a sample of one I have been working on. I've done a lot of collage. These hold up really well to glues and or paint. I have also used some of the pages directly down onto my gel plate and have lifted up the prints that way as well. But mostly I've been gluing in pages of prints. And then I go in and I, doodle on them with my pens and stuff. But what I like about this is it's very versatile, and you can interchange the pages, and you can be kind of working on something or just one page. You can take it out and take it with you and maybe doodle on it. But then also too, because of the stiffness of these pages, you could also work on a little tiny piece of artwork and you have a good substrate behind you to be able to mount and or just put in a little frame. If you choose not to cut out the holes, it will come on a page similar to this with the holes already cut out. But if you are collaging over that, you don't necessarily have to punch these holes out when you're done. So there will be, in the mix of the package that you will get to put the journal together, you will get the rings. You will also get 3 different sizes of papers, or pages rather, a 6x6, a 5x5, and a 4x4. I believe that those are the ones we settled on. And you will also get the 4 rings to put it together. About 10 pages fit on these rings, and that's really a good size journal. You'll get all of these different size papers to kind of intermix with it, but also too, some of the pages will be just a regular craft piece. So this is more of just a paper. It's a stiffer paper than the chipboard. So there'll be a little bit of both. This doesn't bend as well as, this piece, but this is craft. And they will all be craft. So they're very easy to glue on. There's, if you've ever done one of these board books, you kind of have to sand them all down because it's so shiny, or the glue won't stick in there. You have to cut off the edges, and it's just a lot of work. But I will, through the next couple of weeks, be showing you various ways that you could bind these when you're done. You don't necessarily, I like using the rings as you're putting it together just to keep it together, but there are other options using ribbon to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And then I haven't done this yet, but I want to experiment with making a little bit of a binding and putting it together that way as well, with possibly some gel prints. So maybe that's something we will do together in the next couple months. But just be on the lookout for it. I think by the end of the summer, this will be out. Have a great summer.